was a little farming village. On the other side of the mountain lived a terrible ogre. One morning, as the sun rose over the mountain, its appearance was greeted by the enthusiastic crowing of the village rooster. The villagers awoke, had a breakfast of fish and rice, and began to do their daily chores. They fed their chickens and began to weed the community vegetable garden. They soon noticed that some of their vegetables had been trampled. On closer examination, the footprints that crossed their garden could only be those of the mountain Oni, a terrible ogre. Yari! This terrible Oni has done this wicked thing! Goro, Goro! The very ground rumbled as the Oni approached them. He was a towering giant with skin as green as cat's eyes, a mouth like a great black cavern, and two sharp horns protruding from his head. You must give me a child every day for my supper, or else I'll destroy all your crops. His voice sounded like boulders rolling down a mountain canyon. A child for your supper? Why should we give you our children? Because I will power with all these beauty farmers put together. His boastful voice echoed around the mountain. The villagers knew that though terrifying, mountain Onis were lazy, dim-witted creatures. They decided to challenge the Oni in order to gain more time. If you can hack a stone stairway to the top of the mountain in a single night, you will prove your great strength and we will have to do what you say. I'll finish it before the cock crows or I'll leave this mountain forever. The sun began to sink behind the mountain. The villagers returned to their homes. They spread their clothes on top of the tatami and fell into a fitful sleep as darkness fell. The stars shimmered into view. The moon came out bright and clear. After the villagers were asleep, the Oni draped a cloth over the rooster's head. Oh. Now that the rooster cannot see the sunrise, he will not crow. And the villagers will oversleep and have plenty of time to finish the stone staircase. Gishy-goshy, gishy-goshy. The Oni huffed and puffed as he lifted his heavy pick into the air and began to hack stone stairs into the side of the mountain. Luckily, some fairies lived in the nearby woods. These wood sprites saw the mean tricks the Oni had played on the villagers. They knew the villagers to be beautiful and hardworking. These wood sprites saw the mean trick the Oni had played on the villagers. They knew the villagers to be beautiful and hardworking. They decided to help them. Their robes rustled softly as they approached the rooster. They danced round and round until garments, blew the cloth off the rooster's head. Before the Oni had finished the staircase, the sun began to rise above the mountain's peak. The rooster crowed vigorously. After the villagers woke up, they saw that the Oni hadn't finished the staircase. Oya! Oya! We are saved! He shook his head sadly and walked away. That Oni was never seen again. The villagers finished the staircase. On special clear summer evenings, they would climb the staircase into the fresh, cool mountain air just as the sun was setting. There they would watch darkness spread over the neat green fields far below. The stars would wink into view and share in the viewing of the full moon as it floated slowly and gracefully over the mountain.